I have to admit, I have trouble distinguishing myself from Marco Rubio, and therefore from Ted Cruz. What I mean by that is, well, I mean what I said, except for the fact that it isn't true, but it could be true. The human brain categorizes. I'm not trying to exculpate Marco Rubio for posting a picture of himself with Elijah Cummings rather than John Lewis. By the way, I was about to say Joe Lewis, not because I couldn't distinguish between John Lewis and Joe Lewis, but because the name Joe Lewis sounds like John Lewis. And there again is my point, is that on any basis, ethnicity, nomenclature, the mind makes columns. This is like that, this is like that, for easier access. And sometimes when we're not paying attention, or even when we are, we pull the wrong item from the column. The notion, because it's objectifying, isn't it, of having files like that. It's so anti-personal, it seems inhuman, but it's not. When I was a kid, David Jansen and Ben Gazzara had a hard time keeping track. They don't even really look like each other. They're not the same ethnicity. Sometimes the ethnicity is the thing, and that's when you can get into trouble. Now let me go back to Marco Rubio. The perfunctory nature of his tweet, the fact that he has a staff, that he or his staff could damn well have known who Elijah Cummings was versus who John Lewis was. Everything about Marco Rubio is loathsome, or just about everything about him. Or is it Ted Cruz? But I'm going into this to exculpate myself, both historically and recently. Historically, Jeff Garland, who I was friendly with for a bit and who thought highly of me for a fraction of a moment, hooked me up with Jon Stewart to try and get me a writing job on The Daily Show. And it was the middle of the night, and my mind confused the names Abner Louima and Amadou Diallo, who you may remember were two early day black guys who had overzealous police problems that ended in various yucky and disturbing bits of things that parallel, that pre-echo the stuff that we've been going through in the George Floyd era. But I wrote these fantastic jokes, except for the fact that I used the wrong name. And I was so mortified that I never even followed up on it. Maybe they thought the jokes were good, although I suppose they would have followed up on it. I did fax them in. Oy. All of this very, very serious thinking about the nature of the human mind and about what's racism and what isn't racism is just because Brown Furlow gave me shit 2 days ago when I said the name Jeannie C. Riley rather than Bobby Gentry. After singing a little bit of Ode to Billy Joe, you may remember. The thing is, right before that, thinking about categorizing, I've been categorizing those things together in my mind since I was a kid. I happened to be thinking about both songs. You tell me, okay? It was then. I can't even remember which song is which now. That's not Harper Valley PTA. That's that's Ode to Billy Joe. The day that Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. I'm telling you.